So beautiful, mamas. You know, I remember when I was around 40, 41, so this was around 5 years ago, and I was going through another dark period, another winter. And this was postpartum, my dark night of the soul, a couple of years previous to that. And that was the biggest winter that I had ever had. But I knew that there was a huge change that was coming. And I didn't actually know because I knew a little bit about astrology. But now I know that I was going through my Uranus opposition. I was going through the time where literally the structures, the belief systems that internally I had held erect for so long, they all began to crumble inside of me. I began unschooling my children. I began restructuring my relationship with myself, my soul, my relationship with my innermost sacred being. And that changed my relationship with my closest beloved sisters and friends and how I related to everybody. And it was a huge grieving period because it also wasn't a period of like I could explain everything that was happening without people thinking that it was about them or like, let's fix it or move it. No, like I knew the crumbling. And then after that, Saturn comes in. So Uranus at around 41, 42 for women. And it's not just those years, but this is for the mystic mamas who are around that age, 41, 42 years old, or if you're before then, so you can know what's coming up ahead. Or if you're past that you can look in your past and see what was actually happening. That was a natural occurrence that happens inside of us beautiful divine humans. And so you're not crazy. There is that time where you're being called internally to like ask yourself, am I truly in alignment to who is wanting to be rebirthed? And so you have to let go of all of those things in order for that rebirth to happen. And then Saturn comes in about 2-3 years later to help you to structure that in your daily. And then at the end of your 40s, you got your Chiron return. Oh my God, Chiron return, you're a wounded healer. So in astrology, that's where we look at our where our Chiron is, where our wounding is, that we sit and that we hold and that we nurture and that we tend for the rest of our lives, because it's not just a one day deal where you just say like, I did it, I did the work. Chiron is that wounded healer that we are always recognizing, loving, and welcoming back home. And so know, beautiful mamas, from the 40s to the 50s and plus, that is the season that we are in as women.